What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be talking about 3 reasons that wide receivers will drop a pass or drop the ball. And then we're going to be talking about the 3 most common mistakes that lead to these drops and how you guys can correct these mistakes and catch every ball that's thrown your way. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope it gives you some value and it can help you improve your hands. But also, fellas, if you want to get some work in with us this offseason, we are traveling out to 4 more states across the U.S. for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps. So next up on our camp tour is going to be Dallas, Texas, and that camp is completely sold out, fellas. So the next 3 that you have opportunities to go to would be our Nashville, Tennessee one, Salt Lake City, Utah, and Los Angeles, California. So if you guys are local to one of those areas, want to get some work in with us for 2 whole days, check out that very first link in the description below. This is a camp where you guys are actually going to get coached. It's not one of those showcases. It's not about running you through drills. You're going to be in a small group setting and are actually going to get coached up for 8 hours over the weekend. So I hope you guys could check out that very first link below. Would love to have you out. Let's get started with this video. So first reason that guys will drop this ball is that they like to push the ball down when it is a lower throw. So we're looking at that first catcher from Kadarius Toney. And so this ball was thrown, and what does he do when that ball is low? He has his hands flipped like kind of over the top, right? So I think everybody at one point or another in their receiver, they have been taught like treat your hands like it's on a clock, right? Like you have a clock right here, you have the second hand, or you have the minute hands, whatever it is, right? So when that ball is on the top portion of this clock, that's when you want your hands to be like your thumbs are connected, if you will. And then when it's on the lower portion of this clock, you want your pinkies to be connected. You want to flip your hands. Now, again, sometimes there are awkward throws. Sometimes there's throws where it's like right at your waist and you maybe aren't sure what to do with your hands. But the main thing is at the end of the day, you got to catch it. But one of the most inefficient ways that you see wide receivers end up dropping the ball is that they'll push the ball down. That ball will be low enough to where they can flip their hands, but their hands will be over the top and they will push it away from their body. And all that is going to do is cause a drop and cause an inconsistency in your hands. So anytime that ball is below your waist, you want to make sure that you flip your hands and those pinkies are connected so you can receive the ball. You never want to push the ball away. You want to receive the ball. Now, when I say receive the ball, that brings me into the second mistake that wide receivers will make, and that is letting the football cross their face. So we're going to watch that clip in a second here, and let's play this clip one more time for Kadarius Toney. Great route, just have to finish with the catch, fellas, to be that complete receiver. Something that coaches will look for on film. They look for your speed, look for your route running. Obviously, size plays a role, but hands. Do you catch everything? Can I rely on you to catch the ball? And one of the biggest knocks on receivers is maybe they're fast. Maybe they're track guys. Maybe they could run forever. But if they can't finish the play and they continue to drop the ball, they are not going to be the recruitable guy. Your hands matter, and your hands are 100% important to finishing reps. So now, next clip I want to talk about, same thing for Kadarius Toney, not to pick on the guy, but this is an example of a ball crossing his face, not catching it and putting it right away as soon as we secure it. So let's play this thing full speed. So he's going to be running this like kind of deep cross over the field, almost like a deeper drag, but that ball crosses his face. You never want that ball when it hits your hands. You never want to swing it across. You see how that ball hits him and he swings it. That's why that ball drops. As soon as that ball hits your hands, and again, that ball might be a little high, it's a little bit over the shoulder, you want to catch it right there, you want to secure it right there, and you probably hear coaches say it all the time, oh, hey, you got to squeeze it. Pretty much, essentially, that's what you got to do. I think that's very basic advice, but what I would say is you want to make sure when we secure it right there, we don't let it cross my face and swing. You catch it, you secure it, and you are putting that thing right to the tuck. Now, a couple things tie into that. Obviously, your eyes are important. You have to see the ball hit your hands because that's how you can secure it right on a dime. A lot of wide receivers will ask us, whether it's at the camps that we go to, different training sessions, like, hey, how do I get better hands? Like, what can I do to improve my hands? And my answer is always going to remain the same, and that's take that picture with your eyes. Pretend your eyes are a camera, and you're taking a picture of that football. Because when you see that ball, trust me, fellas, your eyes are everything when it comes to catching it. Now, some guys struggle with these types of catches because maybe they lack grip strength or maybe they lack hand-eye coordination. But the things that you have to work on even by yourself is improving that. You got to work different exercises like fingertip push-ups, maybe farmer's carry where you're holding any kind of dumbbell, heavier dumbbell, working tennis ball drills where maybe you're bouncing it over your head and then as soon as you hear the ball bounce, you look up, you try to catch it. Different kinds of drills that will improve your hand-eye and will improve your grip, will help you combat the drops, but you still have to have the right mechanics. And by mechanics, I mean those eyes have to see it. You can't let it swing. Because when we swing and when we swing that ball, that is going to be the result. That ball is on the turf, and we can't have that happen. One drop is one too many. Every time that ball hits my hands, it should be a challenge. I am not dropping that thing. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by Tony getting across the field, but we have to finish the play. Don't let that ball swing across your face. Catch it, then put it violently right to the tug. So now, next clip here, this is from Cooper Kupp. Now, the issue, this is, again, a lot of people will say, well, he caught it. He caught this ball. But this is a common mistake that a lot of young wide receivers will make. Face it, you're not Cooper Kupp yet. So this is something that a lot of guys over the shoulder, they think they track the ball enough, but in fact, they don't. And this is where a lot of people go wrong on over the shoulder catches. So he's got this ball, he's got this defender by a step. He does a great job of being late with his hands. But at that catch point, I want you to look at his eyes. Where are his eyes? Straight forward. Right? When your eyes are straight forward like this and you're not looking down directly at the ball and you're looking here, that's not tracking it all the way in. Now, again, in this situation, a wide receiver, what he has to do is he has to be late with his hands. You got a DB who's right on your hip. You obviously can't show your hands and raise them all the way up here because as soon as that DB sees your hands, what's he going to do? He's going to play your hands. He's going to try to rip this thing out. He's going to try to swat your arms as soon as that ball goes down. So we have to be late. And what I mean by late is you have to show your hands late and let that ball fall right into that bucket. But a lot of wide receivers struggle with this. Like I posted this clip on Instagram the other day, and a lot of people in the comments were like, oh, well, I'm too afraid to do that because I might drop the ball. You have to trust your eyes first before we do something like this. And again, it's a tougher catch. It's a more advanced move, but you have to do this, fellas, if you want to finish the play when a guy's right on your hip. But the thing that receivers will do is they think they track it. They let it fall into their hands, but their eyes are not there. You have to pretend like you're that football, when it hits your hands, it's like a picture frame you see on like a coffee table at a house. That person in that picture frame takes up the whole photo, right? It takes up the whole frame. That's how the football should be with your eyes. Your eyes are that picture frame, and that football should be the only thing in that frame. You have to see it hit your hands. You're not looking halfway down and halfway up at a defender. You are looking all the way, this football, all the way into your hands. That is the only thing in your line of vision. So guys will let it hit, and they'll be doing exactly this. Kupp got away with it for sure, and he'd probably be the first one to tell you that, oh yeah, probably if I would have dropped it, that's what the reason would have been. Now again, that guy's done 1,000,000 reps at this, and he's probably looked it in, and in practice, I guarantee you he looks it in every single time. But when you guys are practicing, fellas, you have to practice these habits. Your eyes take that picture. You don't let the ball cross your face. You're flipping your hands correctly when we need to. Practice is how you get rid of drops. These are not things that you think about during a game. This is not something where it's 2nd and 15, you got to run a dig. You break off on the dig, that ball's coming. You're not going to have time to think about, okay, I got to take a picture. Okay, I got to have my hands a certain way. It has to be a reaction. It has to be automated. And if you can't get to that point, you haven't done enough practice reps. So doing any time that you could go catch for a quarterback, reach out to a local quarterback coach. We're always looking for wide receivers to come out and catch. And if he charges you, go find another guy because you probably don't have to pay for it if you're just standing out there catching and helping him out. But work on your hands, fellas. It's a repetition thing, and it's how you build those habits in practice that lead to a game scenario. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Great catch. Great job being late. Just have to make sure that we track that ball all the way down with those eyes. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback, you guys. It's always great to hear from you as usual. And again, fellas, coming out to 4 more states this offseason: Dallas, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, Salt Lake City, Utah, and Los Angeles, California. So check out that very first link in the description below if you want some more information on that. I'll see you guys next time.